Time my friends and stuff were volunteering, and I felt kind of useless not doing it, so I was thinking of volunteering at the Veterans Hospital over here in Long Beach, but I didn't know what I could do there. And then I spotted the ad in the local paper that this library was looking for volunteers, and I live right close by. So I came over, and as I say, I like reading, and so it worked out very well. Elise was the gal in charge of volunteers, and she came to me one day and asked me if I could make a booth for that was in the year 2000, for the summer reading program. They had been making booths themselves, and they spotted one in a catalog, but there was more money than they wanted to pay. So she gave me a picture of it, and they used this room for voting. And when they're through, they leave the cardboard voting booths here. So I had a whole bunch of cardboard, and so using that and some colored paper and tape and brad fasteners, I created that first booth I showed you. And then from then on, they had me building it. So every year I've made a different booth for them. Well, they tell me what the theme is. Evidently, all of Orange County, if not all of California, every year they have these reading programs to encourage the kids to read during the summer. And they usually have a theme. Like sometimes it's the Old West, one time it was ancient Egypt, another time it's like I mentioned to you, detectives and stuff. Well, as I mentioned to you, I like that Old English manor house, the Baskerville Hall, and so this was what the hall looked like. So here was my sketch of how I was going to do it, and then these are just some of the layouts that I made for the scale model of it, and then there's how it turned out. And last year I made it a little cartoon train. Now when I was a kid there used to be a cartoon called the Tudorville Trolley, and so I had that kind of in mind. And this year it was the theme was it's entertainment, something about show business. And so I made it a theater marquee, and that turned out kind of nice. And then one year also the theme was get the reading bug. So for a bug I used a beehive. I made a big beehive, and that excited people. They came in and took pictures of that. And in 2017, it was, as I mentioned before, it was the head of a robot. The previous year, they were having the Olympic Games in Brazil. In 2015, this was their theme, read to the music. Oh, all right. Then they had the theme of pause to read, and the word pause was spelled like an animal's paws. Okay, now this is the voting thing. I give to them to choose which one of these they want, and then I make up these pictures for the wall mural to let them select which ones they like. By the way, I keep track of all my hours, counting all the way from 1997, I guess it is. I put in over 14,000 hours here. Wow.